Yeah.
Yes, yes, correct.
Yeah, but this demo is for the financials, Oracle Fusion Financials. But still you can attend to it. No need to just join for or something, your choice. So this we
May
are
I know,
teaching.
like, SCM is going to start parallelly, or it may take time for this one?
It may take time. It may take time. Like we are looking for another trainer. It too can teach it, but I'm not fully into supply chain. I'm into fully financials. For the last 22 years, I have been teaching Oracle Financials.
Okay. Yeah.
Supply chain also, we are looking for the faculty that they will get back to you. Because you're
Okay.
already into Oracle e-business suite, you know what an ERP is and how it
Okay.
works
Mm-hmm.
and how it is integrated with the financials. So what is your background? Engineering background?
Yes, correct.
Okay, engineering background. Mechanical or IT?
IT only.
Okay, fine. You're in Hyderabad.
Ours is Pune location actually. So
Now
currently
you're
stay.
in Pune. Now you're in
Yes.
Pune.
Working for Pune, but currently work from home from Vizag.
Vizag. Okay, fine. Pune
So can you
Infosys.
please, yeah, Pune
Yeah.
Infosys, correct. So can you please guide me, like, which one have a market demand, either SCM or Oracle Financials? Can you please
No,
guide us on that one?
no demand. It cannot be exactly told. Sometimes finance projects more come in. They look for financial consultants. If there are some supply chain consultants, they are going for supply chain applications, they will look for the supply chain consultants.
Okay. Yeah.
See, in any company has to implement financials necessarily. If they go for Oracle Fusion means definitely financials is the ultimate. Ultimate in the sense, I don't say it's great. Finally, every transaction you do in the either HRMS or in the supply chain, everything has to translate into financials.
Okay.
They will have to prepare financial statements in Oracle Fusion Financials. Some people
Mhm.
implement only the financials. So the number of customers for financials are more. I can say that. One consultant may be doing only the financials applications. He is not involved into supply chain. He is not manufacturing. He is not doing sales and distributions. So that's why he may not go for supply chain, but he will necessarily go for financials applications.
Okay.
Those who go for supply chain will have to necessarily go for the financials also. There's no doubt about it because not necessarily, but mostly people go for that. If they want to go for one application for all the areas.
Okay.
So like that it is there. Because you said you are already experienced in the supply chain. I don't know how depth you are in the supply chain levels. And
Yes.
have you made any setups for the supply chain in the e-business suite R12?
Yeah, we have done some setups when we worked for,
Not we,
yeah, the
not
production
you.
support
Not,
projects. Yeah.
sorry, Kavita. I'm just asking you as an individual. That's what. See, we
Yes, yes,
as
yes.
as a team, you may have worked somewhere. As an individual, Kavita, where she stands in terms of her expertise in supply chain applications. That's what I
Yeah,
want to know.
some of the configurations did actually, yeah.
Some
But
of the
it's last
configuration.
past 3 years I did the configurations. Now it's
That's
only
fine.
we are utilizing the ERP applications.
No, you're using and you're using the and you're supporting. Maybe you're
Yes,
supporting for that.
yes, correct.
So that's what navigations, everything. If you know already in the e-business suite, the navigations in Fusion are totally different. There in every application in purchasing and inventory and also order management, for every responsibility, you will have a setup. You will have a setup. Let me explain to
Okay.
you for the benefit of others also. Just let me have introduction with other two people also. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Mahesh. Then get back to you, Kavita, immediately.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Mahesh. Mr. Mahesh, you need to unmute it. Mhm. Mahesh, yes, drop. Okay. Sujata, may I know something about your background, please?
Hi, Sudarshan. Yeah, I'm Sujata. I have total 8 years of experience in EBS finance. Uh,
Okay, excellent.
I have worked one implementation and three support projects.
In the
Right
EBS.
now, I'm doing EBS support.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
What are the modules you are covering in EBS?
Right now, APARGL cash management.
All.
FA is also there, but
Okay.
I'm not that expertise in FA. But
Mm.
cash management, APARGL, and loans, and I know about lease management as well.
Oh, great, great. You have wide spectrum of knowledge.
Yeah, I have done one lease implementation project where I have
Okay,
involved in testing of lease contracts, like operating lease, finance lease contracts, and
great.
done the support also for lease
Mm.
as well as the finance modules.
Mm.
Now I'm not supporting for lease, but only the finance modules.
Interesting, interesting. Great experience. So now you want to switch out to Fusion Finance also, you want to learn that.
Yeah, I want to switch finance, fusion.
Yeah, it is always better to have that. Do see opportunities do come sometimes for the companies also. If they have
Yes,
more projects on EBS, they will put you on support because no new implementations are going on e-business suite.
true, true. Yes,
Yeah, only Fusion Financial Fusion only is going. All the clients, Oracle also is not supporting. Not supporting in the sense they are motivating the customers to go for only for the Fusion applications for fresh implementations.
correct.
Anyway, the e-business suite applications are already been implemented. Most of their 60 to 70% clientele is on e-business suite only, and they do not want to switch over to Fusion immediately because huge investments have been made by them across the globe, not only in India, even in other countries also. So they do not want to lose their revenue. That's why the Oracle is extending their support to even the e-business suite clients up to 2035. Unilaterally, they have declared because most of the revenue comes only from the support support services for the Oracle. 22% of their software piece is paid by the consultants every year to get the support from Oracle. So that's the reason why support will continue not only up to even 2035, even beyond that also Oracle will extend. So your knowledge already into e-business suite will definitely help you to get the support clients anytime, anywhere. But if you learn to this Oracle Fusion, you have an opportunity to go for the implementation as well. Even in this old e-business suite also, if they have any rollout projects, they will go for e-business suite only because they have taken already licenses. They will increase it. The perennial license they have taken. So they will increase the number of users and they will implement even the e-business suite only they can implement it because 90% of their operations are being done in already in EBS. Only for the 10% of new applications, they don't want to go for the fusion. So they will roll out. Nothing wrong in that. But any new company, new client, they want to go for, they are purely going in for the fusion financials. Fusion applications rather. Take it for example, e-business suite, so sorry, financials, supply chain, or manufacturing thing. Because of the certain advantages have been created by the fusion applications. It is not as it is the uh, e-business suite. They have not copied it, upgraded it to that. They have taken over so many other applications as well. So now what we are trying to learn here is the e-business suite. Sorry, the Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials application. That's what we are going to learn it. So Oracle was purely a database company, right? Only Oracle, SQL, PL, SQL, and database they used to maintain it. Then they started with the release 10 in the 1990s. They came. That was character based, not even internet enabled. So it was limited. Their operations were limited to a clients, few clients. Then they came out with the release 11i called. It also came in the late 1990s. 11i means internet applications. 11i. They are every time they are giving an upgrade. 10 was the beginning. Then 11i was the internet enabled application they have developed. Here they have expanded their scope not only for the financials but for the other applications as supply chain, HCM, and also production. That means WIP, BOM, and WIP, bill of materials and work in process modules were also introduced in the release 11i. Then later on, they wanted to go for the release 12 e-business suite. It was more internet friendly than this one. Up to this point, release 11A, they were using only Oracle forms and Oracle database. Only Oracle forms and Oracle database. They used to have. When they switched over to release 12, the wider one, they have introduced some more applications, and they also have added the Java forms they have introduced. Java forms. Not only Oracle forms, but to be more compatible with the internet, Java forms have been largely or introduced in the release 12. That is the longest application. Actually, it is for almost for 20 years. The people are using that. Oracle 11i was also there. It was only for a brief period of 5 to 6 years. But release 12 was the well-stabilized application they upgraded into from started with release 12.0.1 to now the version is 12.2.15. Release 12 started with 12.0.1. 0.1 version it came, and now it is 12.2.15. So this is upgrade. Every version was upgraded by applying the patches, everything. So now they're continuing the support for this also up to 35. Continuing support up to 2035. So there is no problem for us to, even if those who those who have knowledge in EBS, they can definitely have the opportunities because continuing the support. One advantage is that most of the students now learning also they're learning Fusion. So here, continuing support to e-business suite also there is scarcity of the people. There is demand, there is need. That also will rise. Nowadays, people are going in for only for Fusion. Mostly people are learning Fusion applications. They do not have that e-business experience. So that's why those who already have a knowledge on that, they will continue to enjoy the market for up to 2035 definitely, and most possibly even after 2035 also. Then release 13 was coming. When the market was catching up for the cloud-based applications, Oracle also thought of coming on the cloud-based applications because of the ease of using. Whereas, everywhere, yeah, this one who worked on e-business suite, it was owned by the customer. He buys the license, he installs the server in his own premises, on-premise application model. So he only will have to maintain. Database administrator, he needs to look into that. Any patches come from the Oracle, they will have to apply patches on their own into the system by the database administrator. Upgrading everything has to be taken care by the client himself. So it was a kind of a huge effort for him, and also it was costing him too much. That's why a smaller type of clients they were afraid of going for Oracle because it is capital intensive one. So people have thought of switching over to cloud applications, and Oracle also started the Fusion applications to be on par with other competitors in the market. When they are coming out here, Oracle did not come out only with their own business process. Oracle itself was a software company and they have developed several applications. More than 400 modules were there, even in the e-business suite, small modules, right? So, as Sujata told that lease management was also a module and also property management was also a module. Lease accounting is a module. Like that, different applications, small applications were also there in addition to the core financial applications, which can supplement the financial applications. In each stream like that, supply chain module, even in the projects modules, even in the human resources modules, everything, service modules, so many things are there. Enterprise asset management, warehouse managements, different applications, almost 400 applications were there. Now, though they had so many processes of their own, they were having some challenges in the market by compete with others. Though they were small companies, PeopleSoft was compared to Oracle was a small one, but their processes were accepted worldwide. In so many countries, so many customers were using PeopleSoft. Hyperion was another one. Hyperion was a planning and budgeting. Hyperion was software used to take the planning and budgeting. It was very good in. So Primavera was a software for the project management. Though Oracle had a project application suite, so many projects related modules were there. For the project management, clients were mostly taking Primavera because of its best practices, processes, simple processes. So, like this, JD Edwards was also another software company. NetSuite was also another software company. So many other companies were also bought over by Oracle. They bought over this. Because if they want to copy their process, they cannot copy. Copyrights will come into force and you will be sued for that. So that's the reason why Oracle has purchased all these companies and they have integrated their best practices in the Oracle practices. Oracle has already following certain practices up to R12 of their own. So all these processes, PeopleSoft into Oracle HRMS, Hyperion into planning and budgeting of financial modules, and Primavera for the Oracle projects, JD Edwards into some of them into supply chain, some of them into financials. Like that, they have integrated the best practices because they are the owners of this company. That means they are the owners of their software as well. So they have integrated the best softwares into that and they have released cloud based and they have released fusion applications, Oracle Fusion Applications Cloud. So here, Oracle integration also cloud, Oracle OCA also, OIC is there, Oracle Integration Cloud also. This future, not only our integration, the Fusion application also can integrate with other applications or other applications like SAP also can be integrated with Oracle. The other software applications like SAP, Microsoft Dynamics, etc. also can be integrated with Oracle Fusion. Because this, they have brought out even Oracle Cloud Integration, OCA. They brought into OCA, is a Oracle Cloud Integration. OIC, Oracle Integration Cloud. This is the application they brought in. Before also there were there some of the applications like SOA, Service Oriented Architecture, like that was there. But now they brought into this Oracle Integration Cloud. OIC was introduced. So now that is the advantage of the fusion applications here. Now in this cover, as I said, we are teaching here mostly general ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, cash management, and fixed assets, the core modules of financials. We also will touch here the procure to pay and also order to cash. Procure to pay is purchasing, payments, general ledger. These three modules will cover. We purchase from the vendor, right? And also we make the payments for the vendor and the general entries, accounting entries will be flowing from the purchasing from the payables modules to the general ledger application. Same way, the order to cash also is a process. Order entry, order management. This is a supply chain. This is a supply chain also. Inventory also will be there in between, but in both of the places. We also get the receive material into the inventory. So it also covers touch and go like general ledger. After you purchase it, you will have to take the material into inventory organizations. So here also order entry. Then order entry, you will ship the material from the inventory application only. Confirmation, ship confirmation, inventory application only, you need to ship the material. Once you ship, the ship confirmation is done, system automatically interfaces the order information of the customers into account receivable applications. We import invoices, we process them. We receive money from the customers and the entries will go from account receivable application to the general ledger application. So this is how the process. We'll just explain the process and make only 25% of the knowledge you may get in the purchasing, inventory, and also the order management. But we will not fully cover for the supply chain. This is the financial course. So now, as you know, the cloud has got three ways: the SaaS application, that means software as a service, and also PaaS model, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. These are the three models that the cloud applications are deployed into the cloud platform. Software as a service means, Oracle, right? SAP, Microsoft Dynamics, Workday, Salesforce. These are all the ERP applications. They are also coming on the platform. So they come into the cloud only to launch their product, to assist their software, to promote their software. So in the SaaS model, the company owns the software. Client does not need to buy the software. He will have to only subscribe for the period he wants, either 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. He wants to use it, he can use it. It's not a perennial, it's not a permanent. You can pay and use as long as you want to use it. And also the number of users, how many users you want to have, you can also decide on that and use the application. Here, because the service as a software as a service, software is their own, and software is used by multiple clients. The same thing, software is used by multiple clients. The customizations are not allowed, because if you change the software to suit your convenience, other people may get affected because of that. That application changes are not allowed here. Customizations we mean. Whereas a report customization is possible. Report customize does not tantamount to a customization. We are only manipulating the data. We are representing the data into the reports in the format we want. So that is why it is not a customization. In the same cloud applications, we have got PaaS application, PaaS model, platform as a service. So any software cloud computing company will provide some space for us, specifically for us. That is meant for us only. In that place, we can have the software is Oracle only we need to use. Platform also Oracle only provides, but this is a private room like that. This space is totally for us. This space is not on a share basis like SaaS model. So now we have got your own software, you have got the server. You are eligible to make some customizations because the software is going to be used by you only. And the platform also, you are the owner of the platform. For the owner, in the sense, you are the sole user of the platform. You can make some customization. But major customizations are not allowed. Why they don't allow it? When we have got separate platform and when we have got our own software for us, meant for us, they have provided us. Why don't we customize maximum customizations? We can't do that. Because if you have more customizations, whenever the Oracle brings out a change in the software or a modification or a development or an improvement they make to the software, they will have to apply the patches. For the existing software, they will apply the patches and those patches need to be applied. Whenever the patches are applied, the customizations you make, some of the customizations may not work. Because the maintenance is the job of the Oracle here, software solutions providing company, again making customizations, doing the changes, everything will be a Herculean task. So that's why they do only minimum customizations, which will not affect. Even if you apply the patches, those customizations you can make in the platform. The other model is infrastructure as a service. In this infrastructure as a service, we have to take the platform from the customer totally. They will not give us the software. They can give, but we are at liberty to use any software. We can use their software or we can have our own software. This infrastructure only we are taking from the customer, not software. So now if you take software, then it will go to the PaaS model. Because you are not taking software, you are treated as IaaS model, infrastructure as a service model. They provide service here because they provide us the space, server space. They provide us the network. They provide us the DBA services at our request. They do not give us the software. We can have our own software because the platform is ours and also the software is also ours. we can have any number of customizations that we want to have on the application. But the maintenance job is ours. Anytime any changes are there, the platform who is providing you the platform does not know what your software is, what changes they are coming in. So he will not take up the maintenance job for you. You have to engage your own database administrator who is familiar with your software and who can apply the patches as and when there is a development for the software. So like this, these are the three models of the applications, but most of the clients in Fusion, we are coming across only SaaS and PaaS models. Yeah. These and all I don't need to tell to you both because you're already experienced and you know what an ERP is and how the data is structured, how the organizations are structured. So those things you already know that. Yeah. Any other things, Kavita or Sujata?
Sudarshan. It's fine.
Yeah. This is the financial applications. We uh, we will teach you from the basics of the setups also. We teach every setup for the financial applications and some of the setups for the purchasing, inventory, and also the order management. Some of the setups we teach it as a part of the course here. We come through the navigation here. So now you know that this is an enterprise is there. Now this is different. E-business suite is different slightly from the uh, fusion applications. Here we call it as a business organization is on the top of that, whereas we have got enterprise is on the top of the organization. There also we have ledgers. Here also we have ledgers. One ledger can be followed by multiple legal entities. That also is possible here in Fusion also. So one legal entity can have multiple operating units in e-business suites. We call them as business units here in the Fusion. One legal entity can have multiple business units. One business unit can have multiple inventory organizations, and each inventory can have sub-inventories, and one sub-inventory can have multiple locators. This is the total organization structure. Same this, as we have defined in this Oracle e-business suite, they also have given us the chart of account structure. Concepts are almost same. 90% concepts are same, except introducing one or two new concepts in the Fusion. In the Fusion, they brought it as a legislative data group in between the business group. It is not a strictly a business group, but it is similar to some of the features of business group are there for the legislative data group. So that is introduced in the Fusion applications. To employ anybody, we need to create a legislative data group. Means which legislation your company is following, what employee policies are your company following. So that's what legislative data group defines. So it is a must for us to employ anybody into our company. Our company must be a legal employer. To make our company a legal employer, we need to associate a legislative data group specific to a country to our legal entity. That's what we define. Under the applications wise, if you want to see, if you have already seen, it's fine. If you want to see also, I can show the application for you. Yeah. How about Mr. Sanjay Rawat?
Hi, sir.
Hi, good morning. May I know your account background, please?
Yeah, actually, I am having more than 20 year of working experience.
I think we
But
have met last time, right? I think we have met last time.
yes, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember your name, Sanjay Rawat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me, please.
Yeah. The first 10 year I have served in accounts team as accountant.
Okay. Okay.
And from 2011, I'm working as an Oracle consultant and
Okay.
implemented, I think, more than 10 or maybe
E-business
yeah,
suite, right?
e-business.
EBS.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So now you want to learn the financials,
Yeah,
Fusion
no, I
financials.
Yes,
Okay, fine. So you're well familiar with the application as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, Mr. Ankit.
Yeah, sorry for the late join. Actually,
No,
just
it's okay. It's okay. No
finished the
problem.
session.
Please. Today
And
is a holiday, na? Today is holiday.
yeah, and my name is Nilesh, and I have around 8 years of experience in Oracle Cloud and EBS both,
Okay.
and I am working in the MNC company right now. Yeah, and I am looking the better prospect and opportunity, so I want to attend the session and go through the Infusion Cloud Fair. So that's why I want to attend it.
No, you're already working in Oracle Fusion Financials Cloud.
Yeah, but not more actually. Only working on GN modules. So I want
Okay.
to run all the remaining modules.
Other integration with other modules also you want to know.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. You're Mr. Dharmendra Sisodia.
Hey Sudarshan, good morning.
Yeah.
So sorry for late joining. Yeah. So I'm having approximately 12.5 years of experience in ABS support side. And
Okay.
mainly I'm taking care of only general ledger application. In
Mm.
EBS, also got the chance to work in a support side in GL in cloud side as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
GL support in cloud also you're doing.
Yeah. No, I did in my previous company.
Okay, you did it. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So now you want to learn the other modules also in the fusion.
Absolutely correct. And also because it's not like it's very since long, just I worked in the GL. So I just wanted to start from
Refresh
ABCD.
it also. Refresh
Yeah.
it also from beginning. It's fine.
Because I'm not very confident like, at the time of when we say like cloud word. So that's why I'm just.
Okay. Okay. Fine. This is fine. Always. No problem. Mr. Santosh Basur.
Hey, hi. Right now I'm working on Oracle EBS only. I have around 16 years of experience on EBS. So
How
I want
many
to
years,
learn
please?
16 years, 1 6.
Oh, great. Great. What are the
Yeah.
modules you worked on?
I worked on a lot of models like the same and finance, both models I have
Both
worked.
modules. Great.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
So Fusion, I never worked on, never got a chance to work on the Fusion.
Yeah, because it's late opportunities, that's what most yeah,
Uh,
it does not matter.
so now we are going to implement Fusion in another 3 months. We are going to start. So I want to learn the Fusion before it
Okay.
starts in our organization.
Company. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's great. So I don't need to explain the basics of ERP for you all because you're all well
No, no.
experienced. So that's we will go for that. With regard to me, I am Sudarshan Verma. I must have told you before. And I have been teaching this Oracle for the last 22 years. Right from release 11i onwards, I have been teaching it. I'm a postgraduate in commerce. So I worked in a bank, nationalized bank for 22 years, then left it, then started teaching it, the Oracle applications. And I had my own company, implementing company, a small outfit. Having learned Oracle, I just started my business in Oracle also. I worked in Africa, Middle East also, Iran. We have done so many projects. I don't say I have implemented, though I was the brain behind the implementation. I was the solution architect for all the implementations. I had a team of around 50 to 60 people with me. They used to support the clients. I used to supervise them, that's all. I used to guide them. That was the role I was playing all along. But on my own, I have implemented five projects I have implemented on my own, based from scratch to the end. First, in the beginning days of it, 2005, 2006, 2007, and 2000 up to 9 also. 2009 also I was implementing. Then later on, I switched over to the administrative post in the sense I had more projects. So it was not possible for me to take care of myself. That's why I need to supervise. But every implementation, what we have done, every support we were doing, I was guiding my employees also. Then later on, when I came back to India last 2023, then since last year, I have been teaching the Fusion Cloud also. I've been teaching it to it. That's what my background in this line. I have done. I have knowledge in the financials. My domain was financials. My work in the bank was also on financials. And I'm also working on the financial applications for the last 22 years, more than that. So I feel I'm okay with teaching you. I can teach you better. I can give the concepts, how to deal with the client, and how also what are the concepts we need to know. First of all, to be a consultant. We are not going to be data entry operators. We want to be consultants. A consultant should have better knowledge than the customer about the application. Not only about the application, even about the functionally also. So when you design a chart of accounts to a customer, what are the factors you need to keep into mind? And also how to convince the customer to go with your ideology. So these are the things that you will have to learn and practice when you are trying to go into the implementation side of it. And for the support part, you need to know the setups thoroughly. You need to know which setup is making this task difficult and what I should do, where I should enable it. So these checkboxes, everything in detail, I will explain to you. Right? What functionality each checkbox is playing, I will explain to you each of them. And also, I will give you the navigations. While listening to my classes, you do not need to take down the notes, the points. What all I teach, that is put in the form of letters on an Excel sheet. So you don't need to write down. Focus on what I'm teaching, focus on what I'm doing on the screen. Then later on, you can go through the videos, you can go through the Excel notes that I have sent to you. And if at all you are interested to prepare your own notes, you are at liberty to do so. That does not stop you from doing that. But to not divert your attention, suppose you want to note down some point. At that point, you may forget, skip. I may tell some other point, you may skip it. In order not to have that situation, I will type everything in the note in the form of notes then and there. While teaching you itself, I will type the notes or I will explain the notes there. Already prepared notes also is there. So that I will do that part for you. So that's what my style of teaching like. Yeah. Then other one is Shivan. Shivan Sen Gupta.
Hello. Yeah, hi
Yeah.
Sudarshan. Good morning. Yeah,
Good
this is
morning,
Shiva.
Shivan. Shivan. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I have
Shivanath.
around
Sorry. Shivanath Sen Gupta.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
So yeah, actually I have around 12 plus years of experience. Mostly it is in the field of like application support and QA only. I never worked on the any development or implementation project.
no,
So
Oracle. Did you work on Oracle or other
yeah,
IT
yeah. Actually,
projects?
last like 3 to 4 years, been working on the like this Oracle QA, that is EBS.
Quality. Okay.
So
QA. Okay.
yeah,
Mm.
and that is I like it's I think order to cash that model, right?
Testing
Where
part of it you
we
are doing.
like where like testing, like it's kind of where we create the orders, we perform the shipment, and right,
Yeah. Correct.
and yeah, then the
Whether
like
interfaces are coming properly, the invoice are being imported properly
yes,
or
yes,
not.
yeah, yeah.
What are
Mostly
the
it is that.
interface challenges?
Yeah, like mostly, yeah, yeah, like this kind of only, yeah. So,
Mm.
I think like what model you were showing, right? It falls under most order to cash flow,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, last 3 years, like I've been yeah working in this project only, Sudarshan. Uh,
Mm.
so main objective is, yeah, I want to kind of because this is a limited knowledge, right? What we have been like I have been doing, yeah. So,
Correct.
yeah,
Correct. Everybody
wanted.
is limited only. Even if you learn everything, when you go to a project or
Yeah,
big
yeah.
companies, your scope will be limited to GL or payables or receivables, wherever you are good in.
Uh-huh.
Only in small companies, you'll have an opportunity to work across the modules.
Correct, correct, yeah,
Only in small companies because they
yeah,
want to hire less number of people and get more work. Initially, we may
yes,
feel that we are being burdened, but ultimately
correct.
you
Yeah,
will
that is
gain
a
the knowledge
blessing.
and
Yeah, in the end,
blessing in
yeah, correct.
disguise.
That's what. Yes, yes, yeah.
Blessing in
So,
disguise.
yeah, so that's the problem actually happened with like me, like working with like these top five companies, right? So never get like only
Never
limited
get
work.
opportunity. They don't let also you to know
Correct,
everything. They will not let you
correct,
also
correct.
know
Yeah,
everything. But here
correct,
we
exactly.
we encourage you to learn everything. Hmm.
Yeah, Sudarshan. Yeah. So
See,
just
some of
wanted,
the yeah,
yeah, wanted to remain, relevant with the IT market for next coming years also, like mostly for the
yeah.
job security purpose and all, right? So,
So learning
like,
is always it is just your knowledge will never go waste. whatever the learning you learn it will be useful to you in some form or the other, definitely.
Yes, yes, Sudarshan. Yeah,
So learning is a must. Upgrading knowledge is always a must. Like a doctor, IT consultants also to be upgraded, right? Every time they need to upgrade latest knowledge.
correct. Yeah,
So like that, ours is like a doctor. You are a software doctor, not software engineer, software doctor. So like that it will come.
yeah.
Yeah. So Mr. Omkar, no, you can individually ask me a question. What are the doubts you want to have? What your objectives are there? How far we will be able to fulfill? So that let us have that one-to-one discussion. We can have it. There is no issue on that. Yeah, Mr. Nikhil. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah. May I know your background, please?
Yeah, I'm into EBS functional.
I think internet is slow in your area. Weak. I'm not able to hear you. What you're telling. I Nikhil, any issue with that? I think he has got some internet challenges. Mr. Omkar, can you unmute Nikhil? Yeah, now you have unmuted.
Yeah, I am into Oracle EBS functional, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm mostly into support and implementation testing kind of projects.
Oh, great.
So this course is going to be functional, or is it going to be technical as well?
Functional, purely functional part of it. So the
No.
navigations and also the concepts of it. And also we'll go to the setup steps, everything from the beginning to end, setup steps, what all we need to do. Those setup steps I will teach you here.
And
And also,
this class is going to be a weekend class, or
no, that depending upon majority of the students. If some of the you are working already, you cannot spare time, we can have weekends classes. And for some of the people who want to have regular classes, regular batches, every day morning time also, we can have the regular batches. Yeah, you can talk
Sudarshan,
to the Mr. Yeah.
if we can, then how many hours classes or weekday, like how many hours?
No, weekday normally 1.5 hours class actually.
Okay,
Yeah, weekdays means morning or evening that most of the students we can form a batch. We can have a
okay,
batch morning around 8 o'clock, 8 to 9:30, or we can have a batch evening 7 to 8:30. Like that we can have, depending on we are forming the batches. So whatever the batch suits you, that we can join there. But initially, better to go
okay,
for morning is always best. Evening means sometimes you will be held up in the office, you will have work, you
correct.
will have
Yeah.
tensions, then you will have headache with office headaches. So you may not pay much attention. My experience is that. So always better to learn anything you learn it better to learn in the morning hours. And weekend, if you plan it, every weekend may not be yours. If you are married, because per se, you're all with experience of 10 years, everybody must have been married already. Most of you. Definitely weekends are meant for your families. They may not let you to learn even on the weekends also. I'm telling generically, I'm not
Yeah, yeah.
focusing
No,
on
that is
specific
correct
things
observation
generically.
actually.
Yeah.
So,
So those concerns will come. So it is better always when you start a week, better you start the course, learn for it. Then you can practice at your convenience. Even after coming home or in the office when you have freedom, liberty to sometime you can practice it. And practice also is equally important. I insist on my students to practice it. So it will be better for you to ask a question next class.
are
So
we going to do any implementation part for our training?
no implementation, this teaching itself is like an implementation. We are taking a scratch from the scratch. I'm creating a company, right? It is a nickel USA project I'm implementing for you. I will do that. Even in the real implementation, also same is the case. They do it. What is the step one? You do it. What is the step two? You do it. Step four, like that only will go.
So do we
It
have
is
any material course like navigations and all?
that's not Sujata. I told you that I will give you the entire navigation. Let me have a screenshot to you what I am giving to my other students. I'm not just promising to you what I am practicing only. I'm showing it to you. The GL application. When I come to the GL applications itself, I will create the integration part of it. Are you able to see? Hope everybody is able to see here.
Yes, yes, yes.
So now this, what is the navigation? I explained to you everything in detail. What all I teach now, same thing will be there on record for you also here. I will type it myself. I
Okay.
will send the notes to you. And also each and every navigation. When you want to go for the setups, setup needs to have go to the navigations. So now the navigations also will be taught to you. Create a value sets. What is the concept of it? So how we can do that? After explanation, then I will go to the accounting calendar, create accounting calendar, navigation, setup, maintenance, management, accounting. Right?
Okay. Okay, sir.
So this kind of notes everybody will get. Everybody will get soon after the class is over. You will get the notes. So this you can have a refresh and a look at it, so that you can think about it, read if you have time, or you can go through the videos will be given to you. You can go through the videos and practice it.
Sudarshan,
Yeah,
there is one stupid question.
yeah.
Okay.
Tell me, please. No problem.
Actually, I'm just taking care of my daughter, right? So I'm just looking for like a work from home opportunity. So like, what do you say like in coming of like years or coming of like in the future side? So what are the opportunity and what are the percentile if I take this training, and after that, if what are the percentile if I can get the opportunity to do a work from home, and how many companies are there? So can you suggest me on this point?
See, the work from home is nowadays it is so many big companies. Small companies anyway you can work from home. There is no problem with that. Big companies they're asking you to come with the office also 2 days or 3 days in a week. Hybrid model they are following most of the companies. But there are still a lot of people are working work from home only. They are working. Still, a lot of the companies are also preferring work from home. That depends upon the company. That depends on the company where you are trying for that and their project also.
Mhm.
See, that is the different. Learning itself is a different,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
afterwards working either is on a regular office or hybrid model or work from home model. That depends upon the customer and you. But
I'm
your
just
office and you.
No, I'm just talking about like how the company, then the nature of like if they have any opportunity in cloud side, and
No,
the
still there
diploma.
are. Yeah, correct. You're right. I'm not denying that. But at the same time, some of the companies are still preferring work from home only
Mhm.
because they want to have limited space. Medium companies, they want space. They have got 2 projects, 3 projects. Their office space may be very limited. They don't want them to come to the office. They are still asking them to work from home on reporting. When they are getting same results, why do they insist on it?
Yeah, yeah.
In most of the companies, my son is working on working HRMS in US. So for the last 3 years, he has been working from only once in a
Mhm.
month or once in 2 months or 3 months, they call him to Florida where their head office is there. He's HCM lead there. He is also into Oracle for the last 2009 onwards. For the last 15 years, he is there into Oracle applications. So like that, working. There are opportunities. People are working from home. They're used to it. Only few companies they want to see that people are not working and the moonlight type of working is not there. So they want to restrict that. That's why they are calling you to offices. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions from other people, please? Any new participant? I spoke to Kavita. I spoke to Ankit, Dharmendra Sisodia, Lavanya, Nikhil, Sanjay Rawat, Santosh Basu, Shiv, Shivnath Gupta, Sujata. Yeah, Mr. Virendra, I did not speak to you, I think. Mr. Virendra? Yeah, any other questions, please, from your side? Any other information you want from my side, please?
So, Rinita, is there any opportunity to, get a job through you means, are you
Yeah, that is Mr. Tirupati will
job
take care of
placement?
it. Yeah, placement that you can get because I was away from India for almost 19 years.
Okay.
I do not have any touch with local companies or somebody like that. I don't have any rapport.
Oh,
So the Mr. Tirupati has been here in Hyderabad and also he has been a close rapport with some of the consulting companies. So Mr. Tirupati can guide you on that.
okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm an outsider, almost an outsider for Indian market. After 19 years of gap, I'm back into India. Of course, I used to come and go, but shifted permanently to India now after 19 years.
So Sudarshan, also regarding the interview preparation part and the resume preparation, all this stuff. So you guys will be helping us on this?
Yes, resume preparation, Mr. Tirupati can work it. He can work on that because he has been doing that, so he can work on that. So I can guide you. With regard to interview preparation, we can have a mock interview like that. I can ask you questions on weekends. If those who are interested, is not a compulsory. Those who are interested, I can prepare questions back to you, some questions, and I can ask you questions. So similarly, you have the interview questions also. I
Yeah.
can provide you the question bank like that. After the GL module is over, we can have
Mhm.
one weekend thorough questions on GL. Suppose there are 5 students or 10 students in the batch. We all form into a group. So the entire group can share that. They can ask questions, they can give answers like that. It will be useful. I'm interested in that. I have no problem to take mock interviews
Mhm.
like that for you, to ask questions, and to discuss the subject. Not only the
Yeah, that
class
will be
subject,
helpful for us to
during that
prepare.
week, what all the content is taught. So one person can take, he can explain, other people can question him like that.
Exactly. Right.
30 minutes.
That's very
Because no, when you go as a consultant, you need to have the communication skills and you must be able to explain to others also what you know. So that comes by a way of practice. I will ensure that we can have a video conferencing calls for that. And also you can, it is definitely useful to everybody. Everybody.
sure.
Yeah. Or if people are stationed in Hyderabad, if they want to come to the institutes on weekends, I'm very much happy to come to the institute. On Saturday, I'll spend one day with you all. Any doubts are there? Any changes we want to do it, we can go ahead with that. It all depends upon your timings. I said I'm just back to India. I'm not working any for any other company now. So that's the reason why I have time. I can spare considerable time on you. So that's why you can use my services.
Can we also have like classroom sessions or
Yeah, we can, depending upon that. Depending upon that. If you see, suppose now the batch is there now. So around 3, 4 people, they want to have classroom sessions. We'll definitely come. We'll organize. If only one person wants to have the classroom, the commutation will take more time. See, the purpose of that, if we in the city, from one corner to the other corner when we have to come, so it will take 1.5 hours minimum. 3 hours it will go for the sake of one student. Instead of that, we can have more sessions with that particular student who is not able to understand. There is no way you yourself will ask me why, sir, we'll have online classes. Even I have been teaching it for the last 1 year, and I completed more than 10 to 12 batches in the Fusion Financials. Daily, I take 4 to 5 batches I teach for US people, Indian people, other people also. They are more comfortable with the online teaching than coming to the class. They are wasting time 1 hour to come to the institute, go back to 1 hour again. So this is that's what they finally feel. Initially, everybody likes, of course, I too love it. There is nothing like that a classroom training but in the nowadays, because everybody has used to this online class training, now they are comfortable with the online class also. But still, if more than 3 or 4 people they want to have, definitely online class, I'm ready to come to institute and teach them. No issues on that.
Yeah, Sudarshan, then what is the duration of the course? How long actually it will?
90 hours teaching is required, Kavita, minimum 90 hours. So you know the mathematics we have learned, arithmetics, time and distance like that. So how many hours we spend a day? So like that. Normally, I suggest people are asking for only 1 hour class. 1 hour class will not take us 1.5 hour class is always better. So that 60 classes of 1.5 hours each. If we are free on weekends, we can take 2 sessions also. So that we can have more clarification of doubts. You are not in a hurry to go to office, right? So you can ask me more doubts. I can clarify you more doubts on weekends. But regular classes is better to 1.5 hour, 1 hour 15 to 1 hour 1.5 hours is better to
Okay.
have.
Okay, as we don't have any experience on the fusion, if we apply for a new job, already we are having 10 years of experience. So is
EBS,
it
right?
fine?
You
Like,
already have,
yeah.
yeah, you have an EBS experience. People take it. Some companies are taking, they're teaching EBS fusion and then they're putting them into the projects.
Okay.
See, most of the companies have e-business suite consultants already. So they want to deploy them to the projects on fusion. So they train them and put it. Same way, you can simply say that I've been working on EBS. I have knowledge in this. They will interview and they will put it. Companies also prefer those who have got both the knowledges, fusion as well as the EBS. Because tomorrow, if the fusion project is over, again they may get one EBS support project. So then you will be helpful to them. So that's the reason why even freshers are being taken with the experience in the e-business. That's what market. You can find out in the market as well. But what my students say, I'm telling it to you.
Okay. So may we have your number so that actually if any queries we can call you back?
Definitely, definitely. Once you enroll as a student, my number will be shared to every student, my email ID, because I'll take your email ID to send my notes, every day's notes to you all. So if you are stuck up anywhere, somewhere, you can send me WhatsApp message. I'll be able to attend to you. May not be immediately. Then at least after some time, definitely I will attend to that. No question goes unattended to. Yeah, I will definitely attend to that. I will share my details, everything. Mr. Tirupati also will share my details to everybody so that we can learn it well. That's what is happening. Like even one of my students now she is into a project and she calls me from there. Sir, this is. So what all I know, I will guide her. Another student is in Dubai. Now she has gone there and she WhatsApp me from there so that any doubt she has got, then I will tell to what all I know that.
Okay, and can I ask one question?
Please, definitely, you are at liberty
Yeah.
to do it. Your Samsung, you can ask any question, right?
I think I need to change that mind. I mean, put my
I'm
mind.
using Samsung phone. I'm using Samsung phone
No,
for
I'll change
almost
my
20
mind.
years. 15, 20 years I've been using to that. I don't want to switch even to iPhone. I love Samsung. Tell me.
Yeah. So like I'm an experienced guy in ABS, okay, and I have gone through some recordings for the fusion. I'm a EBS consultant,
Yeah.
technical,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
being
Yes.
technical.
Yes.
Okay, so this particular training is all about the complete functional side, or we'll go
Function
with the
side. Totally
function?
function side. How to make setups and how to use it.
Okay, so and I mean, like, what is there in the technical side for the fusion?
Technical side, your role is limited. See, now in e-business suite, you used to have the RISE components, right? Interfaces,
Yes.
customizations,
Yes.
reports, customization, everything you were used to do that.
Yeah.
So now here, most of the data conversion part of it has been given to the functional consultant itself. Oracle has provided templates by themselves. We can download the template. Suppose you want to upload the customer database. Oracle has given a template. You can fill the Excel sheet in the template given by Oracle with the details required. Then you can simply say upload. It's going there. Before that, the technical consultant used to sit, he write a code, he write an interface, and he will days and nights he used to work like that. Now, for the technical consultant, reports requirement also has come down. There are two kinds of reports here. So one is the functional consultant himself can do that. And also there is some technical reports which the minimum requirement of that it is there. So now there are two kinds of reports that we can do. Some of the report drag and drop reports are also there here. Now you will be able to use them easily. But it has been minimized, but not that there are no technical consultants. Technical consultants are there still in Fusion. They are working in several applications. Some customizations you need to make. So many things you need to do. But compared to EBS, here the technical consultant role has been minimized.
Okay.
OTBA reports are there. Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence reports are there. So that means transactional business intelligence report, a functional consultant himself can do that. He can map it, the fields, what all the fields he wants to select. He can go to the database, he can select it like that. BAP reports are there, business intelligence, and also BAP reports are there. So those reports, the technical consultant has to prepare.
So, but what about uh, what about the customizations are like if suppose if I'm talking about my project, current project, we have a lot of customizations. Then how
Yes,
we migrate all those
yes. Customizations are to be done by the technical consultant necessarily. That's what I said. Customizations are always with the is a job of the technical consultants. Functional cannot do that. Application consultant, the process customization, so many customizations will be there, right? So those things he can write only the pure technical consultant only will do that. So there before, whenever I used to deploy the clients to my projects, I used to take at least for the total project for all the applications, 2 technical consultants I used to take. Whereas the functional consultants, 4 people. Financials at least 1 or 2, supply chain 1 consultant, depending upon the number of modules the customer is implementing. Now, one technical consultant will do. So at least 50% of the requirement has come down. Same way the database administrator also. DBA role in the previous projects, for every project, there is to be one DBA in the e-business suite. But now it is not like that because database is maintained by the Oracle itself. It's a cloud application. Database administration is done by the Oracle itself. So now minimized. The requirement of the DBS in Fusion applications has become minimal. Yeah, there are consultants, there are technical people attending the technical courses even in the Fusion also. I don't say that totally it is eliminated. So there are technical jobs requirement is there, people are there. One of my colleagues, he was working for the one university in UK has implemented. They have done so many customizations, Fusion applications only. So then he was working there. Day and night he was working on the customizations. So your expertise in e-business suite as a technical consultant will definitely help you even in the Fusion application as well. Yeah. Any other doubts, Mr. Samsung? I don't know your name. That's why I'm calling you
no
Samsung.
no
Sorry.
doubt, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mahesh here.
Mahesh. Okay.
Darshan, again, so what are the market like regarding in Fusion if direct, because right now we're working in India, right? So for example, if I wanted to go outside, so how we can go through it and how we can crack and so get the job offer outside.
Say that I'm sorry, I cannot tell you on that. I cannot. I don't have any idea on that.
Okay.
So I'm not into marketing. I'm not into this thing like that. Though I was poor. I'm poor in that. put in that area. You have so many people like that. You have so many people who can guide you on those things.
Like Tirupati, right?
Tirupati may not be able to guide you abroad jobs, but here locally he may guide you, or anything he comes and he can go that.
Sure.
Yeah. If I have any opportunity outside, my friends are also working on different projects. By if any chance they get. Last week they asked me for a supply chain consultant. I did not have anybody. I could not refer. So like that, any references come like that, I can definitely refer any of my students. They can go for.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. How about Harika? Good morning. Harika is a student or Harika is a counselor? Yeah. Any other doubt for any other person, please?
So, sir, where we are located currently?
You mean the institute? Institute is in Amirpet, Madhuranagar, that junction.
Okay.
100 meters. 100 meters from the Amirpet, that
Oh,
Amirpet station, right? More precisely, this is Madhuranagar railway station,
okay.
metro station, just nearby.
Okay.
Any others, please? Harika is not responding. She is there or left?
Sir, how's the market of Fusion actually? Like currently, like since I'm into Oracle Financials, okay, this
Mm.
handling APGL and mostly fixed asset.
Yeah.
So I like from my company, since it's a financial company, right? So they don't want to go with the Fusion because of the data security, and they don't want to expose the data to the cloud.
That is everywhere there, right? That is everywhere. People have got
Uh,
what is exposed in that? Nothing is exposed. Data is secured always. It does not mean that only few companies are like that. They don't want to migrate from e-business suite to Fusion or something. It is a cost involved also. Up from 11i to 12i, you are able to migrate it easily by way of upgradation of the projects, upgrade projects. From 12i, from point 12.0.1 to 12.2.15, every patches you apply and then you used to upgrade the software. Database upgradation, application upgradation, both were happening. But now here, if they want to come to Fusion here, they will have to re-implement it. They cannot upgrade their Hot application into Fusion application because it is totally different. So that is why people do not migrate totally into the e-business, from the e-business suite to the Fusion. Knowing that fact only, Oracle is supporting the people till 2035. 2035, Oracle has unilaterally declared that we will extend all the existing supports. Right? So most of the companies are getting almost nearer to the Fusion features. They are introducing Fusion features in the e-business suite also, slowly, because migrating them application. Here, one other thing which we need to know, up to e-business suite, we had only one database, Oracle database only. Oracle database only we had up to e-business suite. But here in Fusion, we have Oracle database as well as the S-based database. Hyperion is an application that is integrated with Oracle for the reporting purposes. So what all the setups we make in the e-business Oracle database, it has to be copied into the S-based database. Then only you'll be able to get the reports from the e-zone. OTBA reports, other people come, S-based database. Here we had only one database. Here we have got two databases. So transactions are recorded in the S-based database also for easier reporting purposes. So that is why Fusion is a bit a new implementation. Like that, they will have to implement everything afresh. Any other questions, please? Any other information you want or questions you ask?
Would we need to speak for course of cost of the course?
That all Mr. Tirupati will take care of it.
Okay.
With regard to subject, with regard to the subjects, any other thing, I can tell you that the total duration is 90 hours minimum. If you are interested, I can teach you more also. If a topic is not understood by you, instead of fixing 10 minutes for the topic, I can take 30 minutes and make you understand. Depends upon your time. But a minimum explanation, minimum thing is classes or 90 hours or minimum is required. So 60 days of classes. So you may get
That's
one holiday, holidays may not, Sunday you may not attend. So like that, we can say it is almost a course of 3 months. 70 to 90 days or 80 to 90 days course it is.
what is the timing for classes?
Timing classes that we will decide. See, when
Okay.
this is a new batch we are forming, so
Okay.
the batch will be formed taking into a majority of the people's view. So
Mhm.
what time is convenient for them? Either morning is available and evening is also available now. Morning 8 to 9:30 is fine, and also evening 7 to 8:30 is also fine. So whatever the is convenient for it. For others, if some other people want to have other timings also, we are accommodating that. Or weekend batches, if you some of you want to have the weekend batches, so we can have the weekend batches. So Mr. Tirupati will plan for it depending upon the students' requirements. So where, when, what is their suitable timings?